We can tell that person, whoever responsible, please, it's best for you to turn yourself in before we find you. Turn yourself in before we find you. Turn yourself in before we find you, because we can find you.
Call the fire engine, run, tell 'em come quick. I can feel my temperature rising, never.
Turn yourself in before we find you.
Lord, all over my body, from my head straight down to my feet. I shall beat this pint on the good drum and the solo lyric so sweet. Oh,
turn yourself in before we find you.
The musical festival, I was always into reggae and rap, never check for the rake and scream. Lord, I stay with my family up the road there in Town, and everywhere I went, all the people were talking about the battle of the band.
Oh, turn yourself in before we find you.
Run, tell 'em come quick. I could feel my temperature rising, never heard rake and scream like this. Lord, all over my body, from my head straight down to my feet. I shall beat this pint on the good drum and the solo the rake so sweet.
Fire, 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 fire again on Bay Street. When will it end? The straw market is no more. The Pompey Museum is no more. When will it end? I want you to join me as I take you on a journey to let you see what has become of the fire here at downtown. Behind me, you can hear a lot of people talking. They are the straw vendors who are devastated. They are upset. They are crying. They are sad. They do not know where to turn. The tribulation and trials has been too hard for them this year. Join me as we take a journey into the fire on Bay Street. We're here with the minister. I found out about this on Facebook, and there's a lot of negative remarks that's going on. People were saying they think it was sabotage. I know you may not be able to speak on that, but can you tell me what happened here today?
Yeah, Utah, I'm very concerned about some of the comments that I heard were on Facebook this morning, and a lot of misinformation being spread on Facebook. I got a call about 3:40 this morning from the Commissioner of Police, who advised me that the straw market was on fire, and I've been monitoring ever since. I think that the work of the firefighters have been extremely good in terms of containing the fire to the extent that it has been contained, and not having any greater loss than we have had. And really, as a result of their dedication, they looked at all options. They went up on the roof of the Hilton Hotel to get a better aerial view in terms of how best to fight the fire, particularly on the buildings on the south side of Bay Street. They were able to use the sprinkler system from the British American Center and use that to assist in putting out the fire. And so in terms of containing the fire as quickly as possible, firefighters ought to be greatly commended. In terms of who started the fire, there are a few things that we have heard that we will continue to explore, and I can't say much more in that regard at this time.
Well, I know, but I just want to say this: as we come into the political season, you know, it appears as if, I don't know if it's true, but a lot of people are saying people are out there to make this government, and I'm not saying the F&M government, but this government who's present, they're out to make this government look bad. But what I want to say to the people is, if this is our country, this is our Bahamas, if there's sabotage going on, you're not ruining the F&M government or the PLP government, you're ruining yourself. But before we go, can you just quickly tell me what all were destroyed?
The area where the straw market tent was, the straw market, the tent, all of that was destroyed. The Pompey Museum to the east of that was destroyed. The building known as the balcony building was destroyed. The fire then, the sparks flew across the south side of Bay Street, the building where Edie's Ice Cream and the t-shirt shop is, and then right behind, a building right behind there known, I think, as the Pete House was also destroyed.
Well, I must commend you. You're working hard. You're working hard. But my prayers are with you, Mr. Minister.
And I just want to say, you're absolutely right that we only have one Bahamas. This is the only country. I don't wish to live anywhere else in the world than right here in the Bahamas. The Bahamas is a beautiful country, but we have to take care of our country, and we have to take personal responsibility for our country. If we do that, this can be the best country in the whole world. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Bless you. We're here with one of the hardest working officers on the Royal Bahamas Police Force. This man is a man of integrity. This man is a man of passion, and this is not just a job for you. I can see that, you know. I listen to you talk, I watch you work. But tell me, how do you feel with the excel of crime here in the Bahamas, and tell me how hard the work is for you.
I don't feel good about it, and no Bahamian should be proud of what we see, but we should be proud of our country. It's country first. This is all we have to preserve, and it's important, particularly for us as outstanding Bahamians, to continue to work hard. Yes, we might have our differences, but the thing that unites us is this enterprise that we call the Bahamas. We don't own it, and we met it here, but the reality is that we have to, as leaders, have to make sure that it is a different Bahamas from how we met it. That's important for us. That's important for us. But crime is a concern, and I think every Bahamian, I think we reached the crossroad where we should say, bus stop. Stop whatever we're doing, and let's put our heads together, and let's work. We cannot be pointing fingers. We cannot be pointing fingers at the police. We cannot be pointing fingers at the pastors. Nobody, and particularly to the parents. You know, I continue to say that your parents, you cannot transfer that responsibility. And we shifted off. We want the school raise our children. We want the police raise our children. Police ain't get enough youth clubs. Not the youth clubs in the country, but the responsibility must go with the parents.
And before we go, you know, I've been hearing reading a lot of stuff on Facebook in relation to the fire. Some people are thinking it may be sabotage. I know if you suspect that it is sabotage, your police force will get to the bottom of that.
When you say sabotage, that's what you're talking about?
As arson.
Oh, with the fire? Well, we are the preliminary stages of this inquiry, and I'm sure, don't discount our police force. We are professional, and I think we are best in the region, and we can match up with boys in the world. So we'll get to the bottom of this, and we can tell that person, whoever responsible, please, it's best for you to turn yourself in before we find you, because we can find you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bless. Good. You're right here showing where the old straw market used to be is totally burned to the ground, as well as the Pompey Museum. I am totally disappointed that the Pompey Museum is gone. I just said I wanted to take my family there to have a look at some of the artifacts and have a look at some of the history of the Bahamas, and now it's totally gone. As I was told, the firefighters did a really good job, you know, and containing this fire. I don't know if my brother Tito Roll was here today fighting this fire. If Tito, if you were here, I will commend you as well. All right, we're here with Inspector Ben. He's the chief firefighter here. The first question I want to ask, on Facebook I saw where they said that the U.S. had deployed firefighters to help you fight this fire. Is that true?
Well, on receipt of information of this fire, we dispatched officers of the Royal Bahamas Police Force Fire Services were dispatched to the scene, and we discovered the fire burning in the area of the straw market, located between the Pompey Museum and another building that's located on the western side of the Pompey Museum. The fire eventually spread from that area to the two buildings. And as a result of sparks flying, an additional building was caught just to the south of that area. The two buildings near the straw market were destroyed, along with the contents. And the extensive damage just resulted to the upper floor of the building located to the south. During the course of this fire, we were assisted by officers from the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, the airport fire department, persons from Bahamas Electricity Corporation, and Water and Sewage Corporation. And that is the gist of all of the agencies that were involved in extinguishing this fire and controlling the fire.
I know it may be too early to ask, but can you say if you suspect arson?
Well, at this time, we are doing our preliminary investigations to determine the actual cause of the fire. So we cannot say exactly what. We have not come to a conclusion as to what the actual cause of the fire is at this time.
Before I have another question for you, but I want to take this time to commend my brother, Corporal Tito Roll from the airport fire station. I don't know if Tito, I don't know if you were out here today, but I must commend you. And I wanted to do something for the fire branch, not because Tito is my brother, but I follow you, and I don't think you all get the praises that you all should get. You know, you all work hard, you all risk your life. This is a really, really dangerous job. You know, and I really became aware of it after Tito became my brother.
Howard Burden, Standard Hose Company, Greenport, New York, Fire Department, came in on the Bahamas celebration this morning, and I'd just like to say to the people of the Bahamas that you've got a terrific fire department that got this knocked down, protected exposures, and prevented a lot of damage. Terrific fire department that got this knocked down, protected exposures, and prevented a lot of damage. Terrific fire department that got this knocked down, protected exposures, and prevented a lot of damage.
We're here at the Pompey Museum. As you can see inside, I mean, everything is just totally gutted. Everything is just destroyed. There's ashes. You can see the water raining down from the roof. This is really serious, you know, and thanks to the hard work of our fire department that we didn't lose. The whole of downtown could have been on fire. Can you imagine the whole of downtown on fire? And if somebody did this, if this is arson, you need to stop the madness, because we're destroying a nation, man. If our government has to pay, whether it be the FNM government, the PLP government, the DNA government,